The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arg!
Acre Station Meat Farm, along with Lane Angus Beef, bring you Farm to Fork Beef.
Stock your freezers now with affordable beef boxes just in time for the grilling season.
Farm to Fork Beef brings quality local beef to your family. From your traditional butcher shop, Acre Station Meat Farm. Come on down to Acre Station Meat Farm and find out why we're #1 in fresh cuts and friendly service.
Acre Station Meat Farm, Highway 32 North, Pinetown.
Grimes Built Construction is currently building homes in Pitt and Beaufort County, and they're always looking for land to start new neighborhoods. Grimes Built Construction is a custom home builder, but also builds beautiful spec homes in all price ranges. These aren't cookie-cutter homes. A Grimes Built home has great design, character, and the extra detail you desire.
This is Chad Grimes with Grimes Built Construction. If you're in the market for a new home, or if you have land for sale, give me a call, 252-717-1418.
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU Baseball. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU Athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
This is a standard hole belt. You can get at any fashion brand, department store, or Amazon. They can be nice, look good, even sometimes expensive. The downside, they're only limited to 5 holes. Not to mention these holes wear out in less than a year. So this is an Anson belt, micro-adjustable holeless belt. Instead of 5 holes 1 inch apart, we have 30+ options spaced 1/4 inch apart, giving you the perfect fit every time. Slide your belt through, click, click, click. That's the sound of a perfect fit. Check us out at ansonbelt.com.
We're all in a go status.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Henry Hinton and Patrick Johnson.
TPA script running. Second stage LH2 securing started.
Wake up, Eastern North Carolina.
Ready to embark on a national security mission for the United States of America.
They're funny. They're real.
Range green.
Igniters armed. Rofi ignition.
They're right 5, here in ENC.
4,
just like
3,
you.
And liftoff.
Here are Henry and Patrick in the Town Bank studio. This is Talk of the Town on Talk 96.3 and 103.7.
Hey now, 71. Hey, kind of pleasant out there this morning. 71 degrees, going to a high of 87. There is some rain coming. We're looking for thunderstorms likely during the afternoon hours in inland areas here in Greenville and so forth. 84 tomorrow. The weekend actually looks a little bit better. The high tomorrow, 84 and 20% chance of rain. Saturday now just looks like 40% chance of rain. It was looking a lot worse than that earlier in the week. That's good news for some of the golfers locally here. The Hammer is playing in the Brook Valley, member guest, with the great Glenn Hall. So good luck to those guys. Good luck to all the golfers. He says he's got to play against John Gilbert today. How about that? They moved things up a day because of the weather, but the forecast. Now the forecast looks better. All right, welcome to the program. It's Thursday. We will be live tomorrow in Newport at Fat Fellows. So no open line Friday tomorrow. We do have some guests scheduled next hour, but we can take some open line calls this morning, and I got some good subjects for you. If you want to call in, we'll open up the lines in a little bit. PJ is here. Good morning to the P-Meister. How are you?
Good morning, Big N. How are you?
I'm good. I was running a little late. I got really slow service at the restaurant this morning. I went out for breakfast.
Sure.
And I got there really early. I got there way early, but my normal waitress was not there, and I had a really slow waitress. She didn't take great care of me this morning. So I was running a little late when I got here.
So this leads me to question. because, I mean, part of a tip is service. Did you adjust that accordingly?
No, I gave her the normal tip. Michael, I hit the talk button and now it's gone. Hello.
Hello?
Huh?
I was talking too and didn't hear myself. What's going on?
I don't hear myself. No, it's not right. It's not right.
Again, I didn't hear myself either, and I was talking. I heard you though.
Can you hear me now?
I do hear you. I heard you the whole time. But
what's really crazy is I can hear you, but I can't hear me in my earpiece.
Well, I couldn't hear myself a second ago.
I went to the cough switch.
Yeah.
Yes, something went wrong there, Michael, but whatever.
Malfunction at the junction.
We do have some sort of a malfunction going on. All right, so let's see what's going on. Okay, what you just did worked. There you go. Boom. That did it. It was my earpiece. But why could I hear Patrick but couldn't hear myself? That's really strange.
Yeah, and I heard you.
That is really weird.
Sure, but I didn't hear myself.
We have all sorts of gremlins. Let's see what's going on in the world. Connor Norby hit a grand slam last night, the great ECU Pirate. We now have two ECU guys playing for the Colorado Rockies. You got Zach Agnos pitching for the Rockies, and you got Connor Norby, who hit a grand slam last night. Take that, Miami. The Marlins traded him. Our man Clayton McCullough, another ECU guy. I mean, sometimes the managers don't make those decisions.
Right. The manager doesn't always have 100% say in that.
Right. Did you see the disturbing video posted by the former Duke basketball player Kyle Singler?
Yeah. He's posted other ones in the past.
He strung out on heroin or something. It's just awful.
Singler has some bad habits, and it's
that's a bad look.
Disturbing to see.
Former Duke guy. I mean, the guy had an NBA career.
Won a national championship. It's a bad look for anybody.
He says he calls out Mike Krzyzewski. He says, Coach K set me up, and when I reached out for help, he benched me. He turned his back on me. Everybody's turning their back on me. Oh, you're a drug addict, dude. Blaming other people for his problems. What is he expecting Krzyzewski to do?
That I'm not sure, because I don't think he ever said, did he?
No, he was just rambling on, making no sense. It was disturbing to watch.
Yeah, it was.
And he looks
very sad,
unkempt. I mean, his hair's in his face. It's just awful. Happy birthday today to a lovely, beautiful young lady, Emery McGee, Trent McGee's daughter. Emery turns 10 today. I miss Emery. When McGee was on the show with me here, he would FaceTime Emery early in the morning. This is when the other two, he's got 3 girls now, but the other 2 were really small. But one of them might not have been born yet. But he would always FaceTime Emery when she was about 5, 6 years old, and she would blow me a kiss. She'd say, Mr. Henry, and she'd blow me a kiss. We'd blow kisses to each other. So happy birthday to Emery. She's a beautiful young lady. Let's see what else is going on. Amazon has expanded their drone service. They're delivering stuff by Amazon. Amazon's delivering stuff by drones now in 500 cities. I don't think Greenville's made the cut yet, but if you see Doritos falling from the sky, you'll know. That would freak me out a little bit to have a drone show up at my driveway, land in the driveway with a bag of Doritos or something.
I think it'd be great.
Huge breaking news: the pumpkin spice latte is back. Some of the Starbucks has already unveiled their pumpkin spice latte, and I was thinking about this. Nothing puts you in the mood for fall like a 98-degree day.
Everyone, a little breaking news for you.
Pumpkin spice back.
I heard your story about Meta, Zuckerberg. They settled that lawsuit so Zuckerberg wouldn't have to testify and get drilled in court.
Sure.
So now they're paying $18 billion and $645 million's coming to North Carolina. There's a topic we can discuss. So all of a sudden we had we're going to have 645 million Zuckerbucks that are going to show up here in the in North Carolina. What do we do with that money? Carolina Journal article this morning says that it has not been determined how the money will be spent. It will be up to the General Assembly. But Josh Stein and that pretty boy Attorney General, what's his name? I can't ever think of his name.
Oh, gosh, what is his name? If you hadn't asked me. I got it for you. Hang on, Big Hen. It is Jackson, Jeff Jackson.
Yeah, Jeff Jackson.
And he's really not so pretty as much as he just, he's really done a good job of manicuring his look. Because he wants to present well.
He's the next
and he
John
wants to be the
Edwards.
governor.
He looks like John
Edwards. He wants to be
He's,
the governor.
Right.
Yeah.
He probably wants to be more than that.
Oh, no, he does. But right now, the next step in his mind is I'll be the governor after this little.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
After this little run. Yeah.
So North Carolina gets a guaranteed minimum of $451 million now. That's going to be paid, actually it's installments through 2035. And Jackson had a press conference yesterday with Governor Stein and said, we could have gotten more if we had gone to court and litigated, but then we wouldn't have gotten the child safety upgrades that would not have come through the verdict. So now there's all these new restrictions on Facebook and Instagram, neither of which kids are using.
And I think, though, he did say this, however, in maybe the cut I played at 7. It's one of the cuts that we used for news this morning. But and you're right, but he did say, this particular agreement doesn't include YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, which the kids are using.
Yeah, that's what they're using. The kids are using YouTube, Snapchat, and TikTok.
Correct.
But Meta doesn't own those. So
correct.
That they sued the wrong group.
Well, it also maybe tells you how long it takes for stuff to get done.
Right.
In the legal world.
Because maybe when the lawsuit started, the kids actually were using Facebook. None of them are using Facebook now.
Back in my day.
My grandkids wouldn't be caught dead on Facebook.
No.
That's old people stuff now. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on here. A lot of tributes for Dolly Parton. Everybody had a tribute for Dolly Parton yesterday. Ricky Schroeder, the actor, he was the kid actor that was on Silver Spoons, and then he played a cop on NYPD Blue. Now he's older. And Dolly Parton chose Ricky Schroeder to play her husband, her father in 2 TV movies based on her childhood back in 2015. I guess these were like Lifetime movies or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But he got to be very close to Ricky Schroeder. So he posted a tribute to Dolly Parton yesterday with a picture of him standing next to Dolly Parton and when they were working together on the movie. His post drove the left-wingers nuts because he said, I loved Dolly. I didn't agree with her advocating for transgender and COVID vaccine support, but I loved her anyway. Thank you for choosing me, Dolly, to be your movie daddy.
Oh.
Did you know that Dolly Parton was a big transgender advocate? I never heard that before.
I have no idea. I mean,
the left-wingers went nuts. Katie Couric responded with this. Ick. ICK. That's what she posted.
It's becoming of a news person, isn't it?
And Boy George, who all young men should aspire to be like Boy George. Boy George responded to to Ricky Schroeder and said, "Just shut up." The original tranny, Boy George.
Oh. Now, I heard someone said this, too. I don't know if that's the case or not. Maybe somebody else said that. I don't know. Little Randy Parton from
Randy
Beyond.
Parton?
Yes, it was.
I guess we just got thrown out the place.
Well, I guess we just got thrown out of the place. What do you think?
Look, I get Dolly Parton was a great lady and did a lot of things. I love the thing that she sends the books to the kids for reading and all that. But I mean,
no, she was. I think she was a genuinely beautiful lady.
But she had become a little bit of a character of herself, as all aging celebrities tend to do.
You think
so? Yeah. I think if you ask somebody to mold out of Play-Doh what Dolly Parton would look like, that's what she looked like at the end. Bless her heart. So
speaking of transgenders, I dug a little deeper yesterday into what happened on Monday night at the Greenville City Council meeting when all these people came down to complain about the
DSA.
Yeah, a lot of them said they were members of the Democrat Socialist of America. Some of them were ECU students. Some of them were just losers that hang around town. But I dug a little deeper.
Townies?
They were there to protest the flock cameras that Greenville says they're going to put up. Greenville has ordered 10 flock cameras, and as it turns out, I was told yesterday that a lot of the young men that showed up dressed in women's clothing.
Oh my!
So this was a freak show downtown on Monday night. And here's the thing. They're calling themselves part of this Democrat Socialist of America. They don't even know. I mean, it's just a fad. But the idea. When I think back to my 18, 19, 20, 21 year-old years when I was in college, I was trying to look as masculine as I possibly could. Back in those days, we all had long hair. I had the hair down on my shoulders. I had the mustache. I would grow the hair down on my shoulders when I was here in Greenville. When I went home to my parents' house, I always had to cut it because I've told you the story. My dad wouldn't let me come in the house unless I cut my hair. Everybody was wearing hair like that back then, though.
It was the fashion of the times.
But that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to look like the other kids. But these boys now that dress up like women, here I would love to interview one of them.
Well, let's get them on the show.
We should try to get one in here and interview them so I can say stuff like, tell me exactly why you like socialism. Tell me why you want to, cut your private parts off. They probably really don't. That's the thing. Here's what I would say to them. If you're going to be a transgender, go all the way, man. Let's have the surgery. But it's such a fad that they're not planning. Most of them are not planning on doing that. Now, some of them will. But this transgender thing has gotten out of hand, and apparently they've come out of the darkness in Greenville. They're coming out of the, they're showing up at the city council meeting dressed as women. I was told that jeez.
What are the women dressing as?
You want me to answer that?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Lots of nose rings, purple hair, and tats and stuff like that.
Well, those are the 50-year-olds.
I had another thing I was going to say, but probably shouldn't say it.
Okay.
Story this morning in the Triangle Business Journal that the Children's Hospital, North Carolina's Children's Hospital, is getting ready to start construction. I'm still red-assed about this.
Hey, now.
I'm sorry. Did I say that on the air?
You did say that on the air.
The North Carolina Children's Hospital, the planned Duke Health, UNC Health Pediatric Hospital in Apex, expects to break ground in 2027. I hope this hospital saves many, many children in North Carolina. I still think it's ridiculous that we're spending, and it was just a Phil Berger legacy project.
Right.
So many people in the legislature were against it, but they're moving forward with it. They got this new allocation from the General Assembly, $425 million of your tax money, going to build Carolina and Duke a new hospital. And they've already got huge hospitals. They've added another $105 million in fresh support after the first $320 million was released. This is going to be a 500-bed hospital will be anchored in a 230-acre campus, including a 70-bed behavioral health hospital, an ambulatory surgery center, and a medical office with engineering firm HDR as the master designer. So they've got the funding from the General Assembly and some private donations coming in. They're moving toward a political matter, moving from a political matter to an actual build-out. If it happens, I guess we all have to support it. This, to me, was a bad idea. I still think it's a bad idea. Many, many people that I've talked to in the medical community tell me two things about this. Number one, it's going to be hard we're going to be in competition to recruit these doctors away from Philadelphia, New York,
Baltimore,
Mayo Clinic, Baltimore, where they got a huge children's
Jacksonville's
hospital.
got a Mayo Clinic.
North Carolina is going to have a hard time recruiting these doctors to come here, number one. Number two, we already have the services that probably matter the most to most children who have childhood diseases. The ones who have really bad childhood diseases will continue to go to Philadelphia, New York, and Baltimore and be treated. That's what people tell me from the medical community. And, yeah.
Yeah, the other thing, and again, if as you say, the ship has sort of sailed on this, but, again, what is being done to address healthcare access in this part of the state and the far western part of the state, where it is both badly needed?
Yeah.
Nothing's being done because you can't fundraise on that. You can't legacy piece on that.
Well,
we
are getting the money for the Williamston Hospital.
Yeah, but it's not enough. It's not enough.
Well,
not enough is being done.
They didn't get the money that they need to go ahead and build the new bed tower in Washington.
Yeah, which is needed.
They could have built it 8 times with the money they're putting in this children's hospital thing.
Sure. Yeah.
By the way, there's a disturbing video online from a young lady who's trying to act like a journalist who doesn't know facts and doesn't have her act together. Some of these would-be podcast people need to, she's just going for clicks. She was online talking about how is ECU Health a monopoly? And kind of blaming ECU Health for the problems that they have with United Healthcare. Do your homework. United Healthcare has this problem across the country. They're very difficult to deal with and work with. And she was talking about how, there were thousands of people out of network because of ECU Health wouldn't sign this deal with United Healthcare. News bulletin, that deal was settled like 3 weeks ago.
Wait a minute. So the wannabe influencer didn't have current influencing material. Is that what I'm?
Well, she's a realtor, and she's trying to get known through getting clicks. But, here she is demonizing our local hospital. And my God, if she knew how hard people had worked, and she's young, she doesn't know what she doesn't know. If she knew how hard many people had worked to get us where we are today with medical services in Eastern North Carolina. But, somebody told her, ECU Health is a monopoly. God bless ECU Health is all I got to say.
You should go on the podcast. That's what I say. You want to interview one of the DSAs.
I'm not.
You should go on the podcast.
I'm not giving her the time of day. All right. We can take some phone calls since we're not going to be here tomorrow if you want to. You sent me an interesting email this morning about another flock camera story in Kentucky.
Flap up.
An officer with the Shively Police Department is accused of using flock cameras to track the mother of his child, 40-year-old Assad Zahir.
Hey, now.
That's the police officer? Has been charged with official misconduct and unlawful use of a computer. Court documents state Zahir searched the license plate reader system for vehicle registrations belonging to his ex-partner more than 2,000 times between January 1st and May 2nd of this year. The arrest comes as flock cameras face increasing scrutiny nationwide over alleged misuse by law enforcement and privacy rights violations. So we can talk about flock cameras some more if you want. I'm kind of tired of talking about them, but we'll do it again. That always seems to light up the phone lines.
Right.
You know, the other thing we hadn't talked about is data centers.
I was going to say, I had something I was reading this morning, and you're seeing this increasingly. It happened in Wilmington last week or the week before, or in Pender County, one of the two. But people are going to these meetings, and they are speaking out in numbers against the flock cameras, but also the data centers.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if the people in charge, it must be falling on deaf ears, because now the data centers, they're starting to pause these. They're putting the pause on them to do further study. That's the the stock line that they like to go to. But the data center thing, and there are some situations where the data centers have proven to be a tax benefit for communities.
Yeah. So we could talk about any of that. Here's the other subject that's been a hot subject in Eastern North Carolina, and we haven't opened up the phone lines to talk about this since the lawsuit was decided last week about the Superior Court judge ruling that the state did a poor job of managing its coastal fisheries, which has led to this ability of shrimpers to shrimp in the sounds. And of course, the CCA, the Coastal Conservation Association, filed that lawsuit. Joe Albee, of course, testified. And the question is, where do we go now? How is this going to affect commercial fishing in Eastern North Carolina? And, did the judge decide the right thing? I mean, it basically was a case of recreational fishermen against commercial fishermen, this has been a budding controversy for a long time in North Carolina that kind of came to a head with this lawsuit. And now the state has kind of found with the recreational fishermen. Now, the recreational fishermen were the ones that filed the lawsuit, but the lawsuit was really against the state of North Carolina for not managing its coastal fisheries like it should. Joe Albee testified, and we've heard over and over again that that division of state government has mismanaged our coastal waters for a long time. The upshot of that is that it has, it's going to hurt the commercial fishing industry. So what do you think about that? We can talk about any of that you want to. Let's open up the lines. 252-561-8255, 252-561-8255. We'll do a little open line Thursday here this morning after the break.
This is about you, your family, and the health of all who live in Eastern North Carolina. This is about the transformation of a health system into something more powerful and more human. About creating new ways to treat disease and keep you well. This is about ECU Health, which is to say, it's really all about you. ECU Health. Minds, hearts, purpose.
You have a choice when you invest in insurance, and when you choose First State Insurance Advisors, you're working with people you can trust. Clark Stallings has deep ties in the community. His team, including Keaton Smith, Regina Asby, Phil Leyva, Max Joyner Jr., Max Joyner III, and Ginger Smith, provides knowledgeable and professional advice. First State Insurance Advisors is an independent insurance agency. They offer all types of personal insurance as well as various types for business. Call or email First State Insurance Advisors today. We want to be your trusted choice agency.
Visit Larry's Steakhouse for a tender, hand-cut certified Angus ribeye. Other entrees include perfectly seasoned pork chops, chicken, or seafood favorites like shrimp, tuna, and salmon. Complement your meal with Larry's fresh 20-plus item salad bar, or enjoy it as an all-you-can-eat entree. Daily rotating favorites include meatloaf, chicken pastry, hamburger steak, spaghetti, pork chops, and more, all complemented with your favorite country sides. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or our Sunday brunch, remember to support and eat local. Larry's Steakhouse.
Acre Station Meat Farm, along with Lane Angus Beef, bring you farm to fork beef.
Stock your freezers now with affordable beef boxes just in time for the grilling season.
Farm to fork beef brings quality local beef to your family. From your traditional butcher shop, Acre Station Meat Farm. Come on down to Acre Station Meat Farm and find out why we're #1 in fresh cuts and friendly service.
Acre Station Meat Farm, Highway 32 North, Pinetown.
Daughtridge Gas and Oil has been your dependable propane supplier for 95 years. Their trained technicians can service and properly install all your propane and natural gas appliances. Plus, Daughtridge Gas and Oil is your backyard expert with fire pits, grills, smokers, and more, including quality outdoor furniture at their Greenville Patio and Hearth Shop at 1901 Charles Boulevard. Go by and see the knowledgeable staff at Daughtridge Gas and Oil for propane delivery or call 756-1345.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
And Patrick Johnson on Talk of the Town. Talk 96.3 and 103.7.
All right, Open Line Thursday. We talk about, I didn't say anything about Tom Tillis. I could say that. I did get another email yesterday from somebody talking about Tom Tillis.
You've got mail.
By the way, people are sending me email. Look, call us, 252-561-8255.
You've got mail.
252-561-8255. Ed never has a problem calling us. Good morning, Ed in Greenville.
Hey, how are you this morning?
I'm fantastic. Hope you are.
I'm doing fabulous.
What are we talking about? Shrimp? We talking about data centers today? We talking about flock cameras?
Unfortunately, it's flock cameras.
All right, let's hear it.
Did you get my email?
I got 1,000 emails.
Okay, all right. Well, then let me just recap. The flock cameras are extremely, useful, and they've been used for decades in places like North Korea, Iran, China. These things are very powerful. They're not a carrot, they're a stick. And when you put a stick that powerful in the hands of so many people, you've got a group out there that has neither the expertise nor the moral clarity of how to, adequately, take care of that. Let's look at FISA Court, what they did to what they did with lawfare, with the FISA Court abuses, and the Patriot Act abuse. Both excellent ideas, but abused. And
Ed,
we are catching the crooks already.
Earth to Ed. Do you have a cell phone?
I do.
Are you calling me on that cell phone right now?
I am. I've called you every time we've ever spoken on this phone.
If you commit a crime, do you know that cell phone can locate where you were at any particular time of the day or night?
As can your car.
Well, that's a tool that the police will use to catch you when you commit your crime.
That's correct. They have.
What's wrong with having what's the difference in that and having a camera? They're surveilling you through your cell phone and you're letting them.
Okay, all right. Let me give you the answer. The difference is they are surveilling in a blanket manner everybody out there. If they want to get my data, if they want to get my data from my phone,
only a few bad apples like this Shamir, or whatever his name was, in Kentucky, and this girl in South. I mean, there's just been very, very few cases of police officers.
That's not how a flock camera works. That's not how a flock camera works.
Let me finish my sentence. There have been very few instances of police officers abusing this. They're using it as a tool. But police officers are human beings, and there's going to be people who are jealous of their girlfriend and or boyfriend, like this girl in South Carolina. But they're getting caught and they're getting prosecuted, like this guy has been charged in Kentucky.
You're looking at that side of the coin, and I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah, I'm looking at the side of the coin, and I want the criminals to be caught. That's the side of the coin I'm looking at.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the criminals. 10% of the people are committing in a ongoing manner, in a recurring manner, about 80 to 90% of the violent and property crimes. In the email, I said we need a very, very robust surveillance of that population. When they fart, we need to know if it left a stain. But we don't need to be looking. We don't need to be looking at me or you or my neighbor or the population. That's called Big Brother.
Yeah. All right. I got other callers. Thank you for that. It's always great to hear.
Did I hear that right?
It's always great to hear Ed's sermon. Let's go to 252. I mean, Ed disagrees with me, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. I want you to disagree. That's why we do open lines and call it Talk of the Town. 252-561-8255, 561-TALK. Joe in Currituck County. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You got a minute? Hadn't talked to you in a long time. Good talking to you.
Go ahead. We got other people holding.
I'm quick here. Flock cameras. I'm up in the Moyock area of Currituck. I go to Chesapeake, Virginia.
Yeah.
Up in Virginia, Chesapeake's loaded with flock cameras, and I've gotten already 2 tickets up there. I'm actually scared to drive up there, because I got a ticket for 35 and a 25 and didn't even see the sign. Got a ticket in the mail, and I had to pay it because there's no way to challenge it.
I don't like them giving tickets for the cameras. I don't like that. But I mean, if you heard me talk about this, I got one in D.C. I got one in D.C. driving in downtown D.C. I got a week later I got the mail, and they had a picture of my car, my license plate, and said I was speeding, and I probably was. They said send us $100, and that's the end of it. No points on your license or anything. I sent them $100. It is definitely a tool for municipalities to make some money. I don't like that, but you know what? I was guilty. And so were you. So were you, Joe. You were guilty.
But one more thing. I'm 66 and retired. I've gotten so I'm scared to drive up in that area because.
Well, just drive the speed limit. Just drive the speed limit.
Well, I usually drive the speed limit. Well, you got a school zone, a blinking, flashing sign that you didn't even see. It's kind of scary up there. So that's my gripe.
All right. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks for listening to me.
Yes, sir. 252-561-8255. 252-561-8255. Nathan in Hertford up in Perquimans County, getting a lot of calls from up in the Northeast. Good morning, Nathan.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Good.
Ed is a prime example why you don't do fentanyl anymore.
Yeah, come on, that's unfair.
Will you stop,
my boy Ed? Come on,
Ed, special Ed. That's what you're gonna call him after your time on.
Jeez.
Ed just likes to preach, man. He likes to preach.
He does. Ain't no problem if nobody's going to a sermon, but what the hell?
Well, what's on your mind?
No, I was just going to tell you about Ed. That's all.
Oh, okay. You just wanted to slam Ed.
Just wanted the name call. There we go.
Poor Ed. All right, 252-561-8255. 252-561-8255.
Again, that was a little. That was a telephonic version of "Bless Your Heart." That's what that was. So.
Jonathan in Oak City, you're on Talk of the Town. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
I'm mobile at the moment. They said Oak City sounded closest, so that's the label I got. But I wanted to call regarding flock camera discussion, which is your favorite topic, I know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be open-minded about it. I just have a different opinion than a lot of people do. But some people agree with me. I don't know.
Well, here's my main thing that's the difference that I think folks are missing the boat, and it's one word: warrant. Getting a warrant. You know, you've mentioned, and a number of people have argued, your phone is tracking you, your car is tracking you, but when law enforcement has reasonable suspicion that somebody has committed a crime, they get a warrant to collect that data. And flock cameras and Axon cameras and all the similar names with similar products, there's no warrant involved in that process. And that creates not only room for abuse, but that creates the stigma that this is a mass surveillance project.
You know. Let me push back a little bit on that and just give you another point of view, because people keep talking about how it's a violation of the Fourth Amendment, search and seizure, and all that. They need a warrant to come into your home or get into your car. And this argument that this
usually.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are cases like the one we're dealing with a rogue police officer here in Greenville right now. But
yeah,
I think she's going to be dealt with, but we'll see. The Fourth Amendment does not provide you with the right to not be surveilled in public. It just doesn't. That people that are saying that it does, and we even had the guy that called in the other day from Sanford that said, it's an illegal search and seizure. How is it a search and seizure? There's no seizure involved, and in terms of it being a search, you're in the public domain. You're out in the public, and you don't have the right to any privacy when you're out in public. There's no right to that in the Fourth Amendment. So doesn't that speak to what you're saying?
It maybe it does, but maybe it doesn't. There's a difference between privacy and surveillance. And there's a difference between a trained law enforcement officer surveilling somebody because they suspect they committed a crime and a private company surveilling everybody and law enforcement circumnavigating around the warrant by going through a private company.
Right.
Because I think we'd be having a different discussion entirely if these cameras were owned and operated by, let's say, the Pitt County Sheriff's Department,
right,
and not a third party. And I think that's where a lot of the concern is that they're going around this process. The process as it stands is extremely flawed. There is no warrant. There's no reasonable suspicion that somebody's committed a crime. And you don't have they could be, without being surveilled, a trained law enforcement officer may observe somebody committing a crime.
I agree with part of what you're saying. I disagree with part of what you're saying. I agree with I agree with some of it. But I don't agree that it's you're being surveilled, because if you and I meet walking down the street, am I surveilling you? You're in public and I'm in public. We're seeing each other in public. That's not surveillance. But
and then and if you, to your point in that example, if you and I met on the street and you observe something that later a law enforcement officer approaches you and thinks it's connected with the crime, there's still somebody that's trained. There's still a process.
Then you need to turn your cell phone off. Because they can track you through the cell phone. They can track you through your cell phone too.
Yes, with a search warrant, they can collect that data.
I mean, how many times on Dateline have we seen a crime solved by them pinging someone's cell phone?
Yes, with a search warrant. And this is they get a warrant and they get T-Mobile
that is an interesting point. You're making a good point. Got to run. Good points there, Jonathan. Thank you for calling us. Got to get a break in. Phone lines are hot, as we expected when we started talking about flock cameras, but we got to get on a break. We'll be right back.
Make the summer shift into huge savings at Greenville Toyota. Shift into low payments. Shift into fuel-efficient and hybrid models like Camry's $229 a month, RAV4's $269. It's the summer shift at Greenville Toyota.
Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium rocking it. There's nothing like game days in Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. Football is special here, and that's because of you. It takes all of us to have success. The 2026 season is right around the corner. Season tickets start as low as $75. Get yours today.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
You have a choice when you invest in insurance, and when you choose First State Insurance Advisors, you're working with people you can trust. Clark Stallings has deep ties in the community. His team, including Keaton Smith, Regina Asby, Phil Leyva, Max Joyner Jr., Max Joyner III, and Ginger Smith, provides knowledgeable and professional advice. First State Insurance Advisors is an independent insurance agency. They offer all types of personal insurance as well as various types for business. Call or email First State Insurance Advisors today. We want to be your trusted choice agency.
Visit Larry's Steakhouse for a tender, hand-cut certified Angus ribeye. Other entrees include perfectly seasoned pork chops, chicken, or seafood favorites like shrimp, tuna, and salmon. Complement your meal with Larry's fresh 20-plus item salad bar, or enjoy it as an all-you-can-eat entree. Daily rotating favorites include meatloaf, chicken pastry, hamburger steak, spaghetti, pork chops, and more, all complemented with your favorite country sides. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or our Sunday brunch, remember to support and eat local. Larry's Steakhouse.
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU football. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
The summer shift is on at Greenville Toyota. Get massive savings on a huge Toyota selection. Then shift into Tacomas, $249 a month. Tundras, $399 at Greenville Toyota, where our volume saves you money.
All right, we got to get into sports in our Pirate Report in a second. I want to mention, though, again, that the folks at MJM Yachts down in Beaufort County are having a big job fair. They've got a lot of openings down there, particularly for people that work composite specialists, gel coaters, maintenance mechanics, assembly technicians, performing electrical, mechanical, plumbing, rigging, carpentry, and other skilled crafts of boat building. This is going on rain or shine on Saturday morning at MJM Yachts. You can go online at mjmyachts.com and apply, and click on careers, job fair position. I'll tell you, a lot of interesting things happening in the boat building world. I just saw there's another boat builder that's just announced they're coming to Beaufort County as well. That was announced yesterday. They're bringing 179 new jobs from Boaters World Manufacturing. But this is MJM Yachts having a job fair coming up this coming Saturday morning at 9. So if you need a young person getting out of school wants to work in the skilled worker arena, man, learn boat building, because there's a lot of great high-paying jobs in Eastern North Carolina right now. All right, let's go to PJ with our sports update and Pirate Report, and we'll adjust some things here. PJ, go ahead.
Okay, it's often said about high school football schedule changes, it takes one to move a game ahead of day, and then the others will soon follow. Several games have moved to tonight ahead of possible weather tomorrow. On IBX Media, Holmes visits North Johnston at 7. Talk 103.7 WTIB among the games rescheduled for tonight. South Central at Farmville Central. D.H. Conley hosts Northeastern. Tarboro visits Hunt. Big matchup there. Also Northside Jacksonville and Jacksonville in the area of our heroes in Actionville. ECU continues preparations for next week's opener in Alabama. Head coach Blake Harrell meeting with the media this morning, so we'll see if he'll name a starting quarterback. You can check our 94.3 The Game social accounts, so you'll know what Coach Harrell had to say. Defensive back Josh Benton talking to our 94.3 The Game microphones about his transition from offense to defense.
To be able to start on the offensive side and learn from our past coaches as the years went on, and then moving over to defense, so you kind of understand splits and where the receiver's lining, where the running backs is lining. You understand what's going on a little bit. You got a little cheat sheet because I was on the offensive side.
Benton, a dual-threat quarterback at Jacksonville, played 13 games for the Pirates defensively last year. Quick mention here, because I don't know if we'll get time to do it today or tomorrow, but Chancellor Philip Rogers will be on the Patrick Johnson Show tomorrow at 5 o'clock on 94.3 The Game. Big Hen?
All right, our sports update and Pirate Report brought to you this morning by our friends at Langley Contracting. To repair or replace your roof, call 252-214-ROOF, 214-ROOF. All right, we got some guests coming up, but we'll take some more open line calls after the top of the hour. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm D.R. Alligood.
And I'm his daughter, Jessica.
For 11 years, we have built quality driveways and parking lots for both your residential and commercial needs. We also offer free on-site quotes to have your custom driveways built the way you want.
Call AA Hauling, 252-946-1227 or AAHauling.com.
Need to insure a boat in Edenton, a business in Elizabeth City, a car in Greenville? How about a farm truck in Mount Olive or a home on the Outer Banks? Weatherly Insurance Agency, an independent insurance agency with 6 locations in eastern North Carolina, is here to help. Weatherly Insurance Agency has agents you can get to know because they're your neighbors and live in your town. Call today, 888-OBX-2-IBX, or on the web at weatherlyinsurance.com. From the Outer Banks to the Inner Banks, Weatherly Insurance has you covered.
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU football. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
Healthwise Pharmacy rounds the bases with all of your infusion, retail, compounding, and medical equipment needs. Locally owned and operated by pharmacist Marcy Parker, Healthwise has grown to be your most trusted provider for infusion services. Currently providing in-home or on-site infusions in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit Healthwise Pharmacy at 615B South Memorial Drive or call 252-295-0059 to speak to a patient service representative to find the option that best suits your needs.
Daughtridge Gas and Oil has been your dependable propane supplier for 95 years. Their trained technicians can service and properly install all your propane and natural gas appliances. Plus, Daughtridge Gas and Oil is your backyard expert with fire pits, grills, smokers, and more, including quality outdoor furniture at their Greenville Patio and Hearth Shop at 1901 Charles Boulevard. Go by and see the knowledgeable staff at Daughtridge Gas and Oil for propane delivery or call 756-1345.
Have you ever been knocked down in life? I've experienced a lot of falls in my career. But here's what I know, falls aren't the end of the story. Perhaps today you've fallen and you're needing a little help getting up. That's why I want to invite you to the Revival of Hope, September 18th and 19th at 820 East Fire Tower Road in Winterville. Come experience powerful worship, hear encouraging messages, and meet the God of Hope who's still in the business of restoring lives. This free event is open to everyone. If you pre-register at revivalofhope.org, you'll get a free gift. Friend, your story isn't over. There's always hope.
from the WNCT 9 on your side newsroom. This is your Talk of the Town information update. Here's Patrick Johnson.
Sororities in East Carolina are on alert after a video posted on social media appeared to show new Delta Zeta members doing drugs. Other Greek organizations warned members Wednesday not to post photos or videos showing drinking or other inappropriate behavior. ECU says campus officials are looking into the allegations and working to determine whether they are valid. A 14-year-old girl is facing charges after deputies say she made an online threat against 2 Nash County schools. The sheriff's office was alerted to a threat involving Southern Nash Middle and High Schools. Deputies working with the SBI, they ID'd the teen responsible. Name has not been released because she is a juvenile. A man will spend more than a decade in prison for a 2024 drive-by shooting in Greenville. Police say Zyquan Smith was driving a car when shots were fired into an occupied vehicle near Evans and Deck Streets. Nobody was hurt. Officers stopped Smith's car about 20 minutes later, and they say they found ammo inside. Smith, who originally pleaded not guilty, has now changed his plea to guilty, and he was sentenced to at least 10 years and 8 months in prison. North Carolina Attorney General Jeff Jackson says a nearly $17 billion settlement with Meta is a good start towards protecting children on social media.
This is the most accountability that social media has ever faced. It's been a long time coming, and there's more to do.
The agreement settles a lawsuit brought by multiple states accusing Meta of designing its platforms to keep children engaged and addicted, an allegation the company denies. Meta has agreed to add daily time limits, restrictions on nighttime use for teens, and stronger age verification measures. Tar Heel State native and NASA astronaut Christina Cook has received the Order of the Tar Heel during a tour of the state. The State Labor Department presented Cook with the honor Wednesday. Cook says while her accomplishments in space can be measured, she's now focused on the impact that she can have back at home. Cook also spent time answering children's questions about life in space and says her next project is helping restore her father's sailboat.
Starting out in the 70s with a few showers near the coast early this morning, then partly sunny this afternoon, highs in the mid-upper 80s, scattered showers and thunderstorms in the late afternoon and evening. From the Storm Team 9 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Rob Martin for Talk 96.3 and 103.7.
74 with some clouds in Greenville this hour. New Bern checking in at 75 degrees. 74 in Little Washington. 76 degrees in Jacksonville. Shout out Roper, where it's currently 74 degrees. A muggy 77 with a few clouds in Morehead City. It's Talk of the Town on Talk 103.7, Talk 96.3 in the IBX Media app. Stay tuned. We'll have the 8 o'clock hour getting underway right after these words.
Healthwise Pharmacy rounds the bases with all of your infusion, retail, compounding, and medical equipment needs. Locally owned and operated by pharmacist Marcy Parker, Healthwise has grown to be your most trusted provider for infusion services. Currently providing in-home or on-site infusions in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit Healthwise Pharmacy at 615B South Memorial Drive or call 252-295-0059 to speak to a patient service representative to find the option that best suits your needs.
Greenville Marine Outdoor Shop is your fishing headquarters with an amazing selection of rods and reels, lures and artificial baits, fishing tackle, and more. Plus, we're your hunting headquarters with all kinds of shotguns, hunting rifles, ammo, and accessories, and we're your archery center, too.
For better service, quality, selection, and more, we've got them. Come see them. Our deals you won't believe them.
Greenville Marine Outdoor Shop, 3600 Marine Drive in Greenville. Visit us online at greenvillemarine.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Daughtridge Gas and Oil has been your dependable propane supplier for 95 years. Their trained technicians can service and properly install all your propane and natural gas appliances. Plus, Daughtridge Gas and Oil is your backyard expert with fire pits, grills, smokers, and more, including quality outdoor furniture at their Greenville Patio and Hearth Shop at 1901 Charles Boulevard. Go by and see the knowledgeable staff at Daughtridge Gas and Oil for propane delivery or call 756-1345.
Need cash for a vacation? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the vacation cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com.
Need to insure a boat in Edenton, a business in Elizabeth City, a car in Greenville? How about a farm truck in Mount Olive or a home on the Outer Banks? Weatherly Insurance Agency, an independent insurance agency with 6 locations in eastern North Carolina, is here to help. Weatherly Insurance Agency has agents you can get to know because they're your neighbors and live in your town. Call today, 888-OBX-2-IBX, or on the web at weatherlyinsurance.com. From the Outer Banks to the Inner Banks, Weatherly Insurance has you covered.
Make every day electric on the Kawasaki Electro 20 electric balance bike. Maximize the fun with long run times, impressive top speed, and Kawasaki build quality. Easy adjustability and smooth handling make everyday riding more enjoyable. And the standard MTB type tires provide off-pavement capability. The Kawasaki Electro 20 is the electric balance bike that's built to rip. Go to Ron Ayers Motorsports, Memorial Drive, north of the airport, Greenville.
Hash browns, hot coffee, Henry, Patrick. Man, I really had some good alliteration going on until Patrick.
You know what this is? The best show in town.
This is Talk of the Town with Henry Hinton and Patrick Johnson. Live from the Town Bank Studio on Talk 96.3 and 103.7.
Welcome in. Second hour Talk of the Town here this morning here at 11 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to the program. We're live in the Town Bank Studio this morning. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be live in Newport, heading down to the coast again. It's our annual visit to Fat Fellows, so I hope to see a lot of our friends down there. Lori Buckout, candidate for Congress, is going to join us. If you have not met Lori yet, come on down tomorrow morning. You'll have a chance to meet her live and in person. She's going to be with us at Fat Fellows tomorrow morning. Our show at Fat Fellows is brought to you by the Sportsman Wholesale Group down in Morehead City and Wilmington, Seagull Tree Service, 207 Motorsports, Wild Zebra Guns and Ammo, Toller's Coastal Structures, Affordable Hearing. The great Kent Denton will be with us tomorrow. Rose's Tire and Auto, and the Whatchamacallit shop in Newport. That is tomorrow morning in Newport at Fat Fellows. Come on down and see us. Last hour, we did some open lines because we are not going to be here for Open Line Friday tomorrow. And, of course, the topic A, of course, has been flock cameras once again. All I got to say is flock cameras or Tom Tillis, and the phones will light up. We left a bunch of people on hold. I'm going to try to get to as many people as I can here in the first half hour. We got some guests coming in, some friends of mine, actually, to talk about the Purple Pantry at ECU and a big event coming up at ECU. It's amazing to see the statistics on how many college kids are actually food insecure. And I've got some good friends that have worked really hard on this Purple Pantry idea and concept at ECU. We're going to talk about that in the big event coming up to ECU, which is something for the entire UNC system here at the bottom of the hour. Let's go back to the phones. A lot of folks have been holding a long time. Our old friend Kevin in Winterville is there. Good morning. Good morning, Kevin. You're on Talk of the Town. How are you?
Good morning, Henry. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. Hope you are.
I am. Well, here's my opinion. If privacy is the concern, you should be more concerned about your phone than some cameras posted up throughout a city. You take your phone inside your home and it's listening to you.
That's one of the points that I made last hour. You know, people are so concerned about being surveilled through these flock cameras, but if they commit a crime, that's when they're going to use the flock cameras to get you. But they can surveil you through your cell phones. Now, the gentleman from Oak City made a good point. They can't ping your cell phone without a warrant. These flock cameras can be used without a warrant. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe we should require law enforcement to get a warrant before they use the flock. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't like the cameras giving speeding tickets. I think that's a little over the top. But the idea that, you know, if someone commits a felony, commits a horrible crime against you or any member of your family, I want the police to have every tool at their disposal. So that's why I feel the way I do. All right, Kevin, thank you for that. Good to hear from you.
You're welcome.
All right, John in Aden has been holding a long time. Good morning, John.
Good morning, and I'm actually on the Roanoke River fishing.
Well, good for you, man.
And
we should all be there. What's the river look? I got to do the boating report here in a minute. What's the river look like out there this morning?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
All right.
But anyway, every day the North Carolina Wildlife Department and the marine fishery people use drones to monitor hunters and fishermen. And my question is, what's the difference?
Well, there's not any. I mean, yeah. I mean, we haven't heard a huge outcry from the fishing industry about them using drones to do that. I didn't know they do that, but I'm not surprised.
They do. I know of one that at Diners Land in Goose Creek, when the guy came to the rent, the marine fishery lady was there and said, "I don't need to see. I know what you got. You're over the limit."
She was counting his fish through the drone camera?
Absolutely.
Wow.
She told him he had 8. Said he had 8 trapped, which is way over the limit.
Oh, wow. How about that? All right, man. Well, good fishing today. I hope you do well.
Yeah, it's going to be a good day.
All right. Sounds good. While we're talking about that, let's do our boating forecast, which we do every Thursday and Friday here, brought to you by Park Boat Company and Manteo Marine. Let's see what John's got out there today on the river. South winds 10 to 15 knots today. Seas offshore 2 to 4. Going to be a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. Sounds and rivers going to be moderately choppy, going to be good. Friday's going to be southwest 10 to 15. Offshore 2 to 4. Sounds and rivers will be moderate again on Friday. On Saturday, winds will shift to the west 5 to 10, becoming south in the afternoon. Again, 2 to 3 feet offshore. And sounds and rivers will be very light on Saturday if you can avoid the thunderstorms, which are coming in the afternoon. And then Sunday, north winds 5 to 10, becoming southeast in the afternoon. And rivers and sounds going to be very light chop on Sunday, kind of flat, and seas around 2 feet. So Saturday and Sunday look like good boating days. Actually, all 4 days, Thursday through Sunday, look pretty good if you can avoid the rain. All right, back to the phones. Ron in Nags Head. Good morning. How are you, Ron?
Doing great, Henry. How you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks for the call out there on the coast. Speaking of the boating forecast, got to be a beautiful morning out on the Outer Banks this morning.
Well, it was. Of course, I'm in Plymouth now. Got to get to Plymouth and going to Eden.
Okay. All right.
But, I'm with you on the cameras. I mean, the cameras, just think about those 4 students out in, what was it, Iowa, where they caught that guy in just a few minutes by the camera stuff.
Yeah, that's right. The 4 college students that were murdered in the house, they were caught with a surveillance camera. Exactly. The guy that did it was caught with a camera. You're right.
Many stories about that. I mean, I've paid many truck tickets with cameras where they get, I'm rolling everywhere, the truck speeding, and send me a ticket in the mail, and I just had to pay it.
Yeah. All right. Well, so you agree with me. Good. I haven't had many people agree with me.
I mean, I've been dealing with cameras, ever since when you're in the trucking business all over.
Yeah.
I mean, Blizzard called me one time that the driver got lost in the blizzard, and the blizzard called me about 8 months, wanted to know how I was doing.
Oh, wow. All right. Thank you, man. Good to hear from you, Ron. Be careful out there this morning. 252-561-8255. 252-561-TALK. Matt in Beaufort. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, Henry, how you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for the call. What's on your mind?
The lawsuit.
We're talking about the CCA lawsuit, the decision last week by the judge in Raleigh that basically said that the state has mismanaged our coastal fisheries.
Yep. Well, the problem I have is it turns out to be a lawsuit against the recreational fishermen and commercial fishermen. And I haven't heard a word about anything that the recreational fishermen have done that may not be healthy for the resource.
Well, Joe Albee sent me a text. He took offense at the fact that I said that it was an issue between the recreational fishermen and the shrimping industry. He says the industry's demonized CCA from the start. The whole narrative of rich white boys with center consoles want all the fish has been their message. But the lawsuit was against the state, not against. But the lawsuit was brought by CCA, which is made up of recreational fishermen. And I understand Joe's point. And so it is what it is. But you're saying your point is what? That recreational fishermen have done as much damage as commercial fishermen?
Well, Well, when you look at it, you talk habitat destruction and water quality has done more to hinder recruitment than anything else. There was a time when 4 pounds of bycatch to a pound of shrimp may have been the case, but this day and time, to even put a trawl overboard, you got to have 3 holes in it right to start with. Where you used to, you didn't have to have any holes at all, but now you got to have 3 holes in your net before you can pull it, right?
Well, explain what bycatch is for people who don't know what you're talking about. It's what you catch that you don't keep, right? It's what you throw back.
That's right.
Or you destroy.
That's right. Yep. But my point is, I've worked on trawls before, and when we didn't have the 3 holes, we caught a lot more bycatch. But now, when you make a tow, most of the time it's clear shrimp. There'll be 1 or 2 fish here and there, but not 4 pound too. Not 4 pound.
One of the big arguments that's been made is that trawlers are now using heavy equipment in the Sound that they didn't used to use. That they go into the Pamlico and Bogue Sound and Albemarle Sound, and I think mostly the Pamlico Sound, and they destroy the bottom, and that destroys it for all the fisheries, and the state has allowed that. Do you dispute that, or do you think that's accurate?
No, I dispute it, Henry. You can't even, in Bogue Sound. You can't even pull a trawl nowhere now except in the channel. You can't pull a trawl nowhere in Sound but in the channel. And as far as when I was a kid, me and my mama used to go down there to Bogue Sound after school and pick up scallops, right? Well, the eelgrass was knee deep. Yeah. Right? Well, guess what? It looks just like somebody's cut it. Now there's little sprigs on the bottom of grass. No, and trawls didn't get it. Trawls didn't do that. Water quality did that. So one more thing, Henry. One more thing I wanted to mention. They're talking about someone brought it up on Facebook about the Marine Fisheries Commission and the Wildlife Commission, right? Well, the Wildlife Commission, if you look at the Wildlife Commission, they don't have not a single commercial fisherman on their panel. But the Marine Fisheries Commission, we're loaded with them, especially. Yeah. Ever since.
Well, back to the lawsuit. Do you agree with the judge's ruling or not?
Not altogether. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't, because it just contrary to what Joe says. We all know where he stands, but no, I don't agree with the lawsuit at all. I think there's a whole lot more. There's some things lurking in the shadows that are a lot worse than commercial fishing activity. Yeah, that won't be.
Well, you've alluded to the recreational fishermen. What are you talking about there? What do the recreational fishermen do that you think is damaging to the ecosystem?
Well, I don't know, but if you got 1 million hooks in the water at a time, somebody better be catching something.
Yeah. Well, the recreational fishing industry is very huge for the state of North Carolina, but so is commercial fishing. So, somehow seems like there's got to be a balance, and the judge's rules. So where do you think it goes from here? What's going to happen now with commercial fishing?
It's not. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, Henry. That's just a ruling. That ain't.
You think there'll be an appeal?
Oh, most likely. Yeah, most likely they will.
Okay. All right, Matt. Thank you, man.
Okay, Henry.
I appreciate it. All right, we're going to have to stop the calls right there. We promised some open lines this morning since we're going to be in Beaufort tomorrow, but we've got guests waiting, so we're going to stop our open lines. We'll get back to some more calls next week if you want to. Let's check our stock numbers before we go to break and see what happened yesterday on the stock market numbers. Our Shook Rouse Group stock market numbers brought to you this morning by the Shook Rouse Group of Truist Investment Services. NVIDIA had a good day yesterday, so they ended up having the NVIDIA stocks released, and it turned out NVIDIA was up. So it was kind of a nothing day on Wall Street based on some of the negative things that were happening that were affecting the market. The Dow was down 113. NASDAQ was pretty flat, just down 21, and the S&P was actually down 1 point yesterday. The futures this morning, since the NVIDIA earnings came out late in the day, it looks like the NASDAQ could have a really good day today. The NASDAQ futures are up almost 300 points. 294 right now. S&P's up 35, and the Dow's flat, down 4 points right now. That's your Shook Rouse Group Stock Market Update, brought to you by Scott Shook and Thomas Rouse of Truist Investment Services. All right, quick break. We'll be right back.
You have a choice when you invest in insurance, and when you choose First State Insurance Advisors, you're working with people you can trust. Clark Stallings has deep ties in the community. His team, including Keaton Smith, Regina Asby, Phil Leyva, Max Joyner Jr., Max Joyner III, and Ginger Smith, provides knowledgeable and professional advice. First State Insurance Advisors is an independent insurance agency. They offer all types of personal insurance as well as various types for business. Call or email First State Insurance Advisors today. We want to be your trusted choice agency.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh! Acre Station Meat Farm, along with Lane Angus Beef, bring you Farm to Fork Beef.
Stock your freezers now with affordable beef boxes, just in time for the grilling season.
Farm to Fork Beef brings quality local beef to your family. From your traditional butcher shop, Acre Station Meat Farm. Come on down to Acre Station Meat Farm and find out why we're #1 in fresh cuts and friendly service.
Acre Station Meat Farm, Highway 32 North, Pinetown.
Grimes Built Construction is currently building homes in Pitt and Beaufort County, and they're always looking for land to start new neighborhoods. Grimes Built Construction is a custom home builder, but also builds beautiful spec homes in all price ranges. These aren't cookie-cutter homes. A Grimes-built home has great design, character, and the extra detail you desire.
This is Chad Grimes with Grimes Built Construction. If you're in the market for a new home, or if you have land for sale, give me a call, 252-717-1418.
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU Baseball. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU Athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
This is a standard hold belt. You can get it at any fashion brand, department store, or Amazon. They can be nice, look good, even sometimes expensive. The downside, they're only limited to 5 holes. Not to mention these holes wear out in less than a year. So this is an Anson belt, micro-adjustable holeless belt. Instead of 5 holes 1 inch apart, we have 30+ options spaced 1/4 inch apart, giving you the perfect fit every time. Slide your belt through, click, click, click. That's the sound of a perfect fit. Check us out at ansonbelt.com.
It's the middle of summer, so why not enjoy it with some of the best barbecue around? Mouth-watering fried chicken and fresh seafood, all paired with house-made sides. Don't forget G-Man sausage and our famous cheese biscuit to serve all day. Can't forget about our specials like the barbecue egg roll, made to order with a combination you can't find anywhere else. Going the extra mile 6 days a week to bring great food to ENC is what we do. Football is around the corner, so make Shaw's a part of your tailgate fun with one of our family packs, or we can hook up to the grill and come to you. Go Pirates. I'm excited to announce Shaw's Barbecue's second location is on the waterfront in beautiful Washington, North Carolina. We're at 307 West Main Street, home of Pitt Street Brewery. Come by and grab a barbecue sandwich, sausage dog, or a barbecue egg roll on the banks of the beautiful Pamlico River. Sit back and enjoy your meal with a view like none other. Truly one of ENC's hidden gems. Bringing great food, great folks, and a great story to now 2 locations is what we do. See y'all at Shaw's in Williamston or on the waterfront in Washington, y'all.
Talk of the town.
Good morning.
Henry Hinton.
Good morning. Morning.
Patrick Johnson.
Dude, wake up.
On Talk 96.3.
Wake up.
And 103.7.
Good morning.
right, welcome back. 8:30 right now, and I've got some really good friends in the studio. It's not often I get to interview my dentist, but we've got some great people in here. Lauren Howard is here to my immediate left. I'm just meeting Lauren. She's the Associate Director of Student Engagement at ECU. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's great to see you. Next to her is a famous orthodontist from here in Greenville.
Infamous.
Dr. Dennis Ross is here. Good morning, Dennis. How are you?
Morning, Henry.
Dennis is an old friend and does so many things for so many different causes. And, of course, the ECU School of Dentistry is the Ross School of Dentistry, which your family was the number one benefactor for. So, but that's just one of the many things you do in the community, and for that we thank you, Dennis. And we have Dr. Billy Williams, who has been named on this show many times. He's my dentist, but have you ever been on the show before?
I think so.
You have?
I think so.
I couldn't remember whether you had or not.
It's been a while.
These two guys work in the dental industry, but they do incredible work in the community. Both Billy and Dennis have done so many great things. And one of the things you may not be aware of is that they started the Williams Ross Purple Pantry on campus for students and some others. We'll talk about others as well that are food insecure. And Lauren, let me start with that. When we say food insecurity, what does that mean? What's the definition of that?
Yeah, so food insecurity is not being able to, know where your next meal is coming from.
All right, hang on. I don't think your mic's working. Here, we'll just use that. Start up.
Okay. Food insecurity is not knowing where your next meal is coming from, or just not being able to have the finances to get those items that you need to eat.
Right. I mean, is there a specific definition, or is that just it?
Yeah, that's just it. And I think Pitt County actually...
When you don't have enough food to sustain yourself, that's food insecurity.
Yeah. And so back in 2018, that's when ECU found that 15% of our undergrad population were food insecure. And that estimates roughly around 4,000 students at that point.
All right, and Dr. Ross, you guys stepped up to do something about that. How'd you get involved to begin with?
Well, I grew up in Greenville and have just always enjoyed the Greenville, just the whole atmosphere in Greenville, and just do some work over at Joy Soup Kitchen, and just have always had the kids and hunger, and have always kind of pulled at my heartstrings. And so I found out about it and decided to get involved.
Dr. Williams?
Well, Dennis initially started it and came to me and wanted me to help him in any way, and not just from a financial standpoint, but maybe from the idea of promoting and trying to help grow this. And so my role, so to speak, is to do stuff like this, like what we're doing now, and being on the show, and maybe also have maybe some other events throughout the year that could help it draw attention to it as well as raise funds.
So what is the Williams Ross Food Pantry, Purple Pantry? What is that? Tell us what you did about it.
Well, it already existed, but we knew that it needed to grow, and so we made a financial contribution. But also I like going over and visiting and helping out, and there's a lot of fundraisers that they have, and the fraternities and sororities at East Carolina are required to do a certain amount of community service, and it's fun to go over there and watch when they're doing the different events or volunteering over there.
Right.
We've had a lot of kids that actually going to dental school who had volunteered there.
So there's a specific place, is it in the student center?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a specific place where kids can go? What requirement do they have? Is there any vetting or anything? How does that work? Lauren, you want to tell us?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a free pantry for all enrolled ECU students, and we always say there's no questions asked prior to coming. And so we have spaces in the main campus student center. That's our main storefront. But then, as you know, Dr. Williams and Dr. Ross said, we also have a location on Health Sciences campus that serves those students over there. And then just added this past summer, we added the Little Pirate Pantry to our operations too. That serves parents that are students at ECU. So we have mostly diapers and wipes, but also stuff and product that serves little kids. So we're happy about that operation. In addition to that, we have like mini pantries across campus. So if they can't meet our storefronts or can't come to our storefronts, they can go to our mini pantries, and they look like little libraries across campus. And then we also have some programs that support students too. So not only are we providing them, the stuff to cook meals, we're also telling them how to cook,
Right.
but also how to budget too appropriately. So it's not just getting food in their hands, but it's what they're doing afterwards to ensure that they're actually eating healthy meals too.
Well, these two gentlemen obviously support it financially, but how do you sustain it otherwise? Where do you get other donations?
Yeah, for sure. So we get great campus and community support. As Dr. Ross said, a lot of student orgs support us through donation drives. During homecoming week, they actually have a homecoming drive where not only do they donate to us, but they donate to the Food Bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina. We get support from the food bank here right in Greenville. In addition to Trader Joe's, we pick up from Trader Joe's every Wednesday. We just picked up like 700 pounds yesterday.
I was going to ask you if any of the local grocery stores contribute.
Yep. And then
because it's kind of like, because I know Food Line's big with the food bank.
Yes.
Yeah, but they help on campus as well. Yeah.
Yep. So Food Line actually is coming on Friday to donate up to 2,000 pounds of items.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. And Dr. Williams, you guys support this financially, but I'm sure you'd love to see some other people step up and do it also.
Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, there's going to be, and you can talk a little bit about the conference in a minute, but I just think it's going to be an opportunity. You can always give, you can go online and just type in Purple Pantry. It's going to pop up and show you exactly how to help support what we're trying to do. But I think the idea behind it is growth, and sometimes they even need stuff like refrigeration type stuff or anything. So we're hoping that we can get help also from some of the businesses in town, to maybe either donate or give us some savings on any time we need equipment and stuff like that.
Right.
as well.
All right, let's talk about this big conference coming up. Who wants to talk about it? Is that you, Lauren?
Yeah, that's me.
All right, so you've got this Hunger for Change conference coming up at ECU on September 21st. This is a system-wide for the entire UNC system, but it's going to be here at ECU, right? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's for faculty, staff, students, community members, the UNC Systems School as well. So we already have lined up probably close to 100 registrations, plus folks from like UNC Chapel Hill, NC State, A&T, a lot of students and staff coming together to talk about food insecurity and how we tackle that on college campuses specifically. Because we notice that the narrative is, okay, how can I help? But how can we all sit down and discuss this, as well as get the best practices from each other to ensure that, we're serving the students in the correct manner. And so that is Monday, September 21st. Registrations are online, so if you just Google or if you go to the Center for Leadership and Civic Engagement or the Williams Ross Purple Pantry website, you can find more information there. We'll also be doing like a physical donation drive, so folks can bring items there that are most needed in our spaces, in addition to sponsoring us too, so to ensure that, our cost is covered. They can sponsor us, and more sponsorship information is on the website as well.
All right, so you need sponsorships, but you're saying also people can bring food to the campus on that day?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. What kind of stuff should they consider bringing?
Yeah, so we always tell
Is there a
folks,
list online?
Yeah, there's a list online, but we always tell folks, especially with college kids, like, my joke is, they're not going to eat a canned vegetable, while we would love for them to eat a
Ramen
canned
noodles?
vegetable.
Yeah.
Ramen noodles goes a little further. So, yeah, we say think like a college student. So really those grab-and-go items go well. Pasta sauce, canned tuna, fruit, and stuff like that. So we always say, like, our canned vegetables don't go far, but we'll still take them.
Yeah.
We also accept hygiene products, so that is another product in which sometimes, folks don't initially think college students need, but they do.
Right.
In addition to, of course, the Little Pirate Pantry will accept diapers and wipes of all sizes.
So, Billy, you were talking about the fact that during the commercial break, that you serve not only the students, but there are many students that have children, particularly I imagine over on the medical campus, since you're starting that over there. It also serves the families, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
And if you think about it, ECU's considered still a rural university, and so you've got I think all universities have some sort of hunger issues going on, but because East Carolina has so many first-generation students, I'm the first child in my family to go to college, and then...
Well, if you're from Eastern North Carolina, I mean,
Right.
we know the economic problems that we have, and these families are probably struggling to send their kids to college and pay the tuition and housing and all that. So, they're probably doing everything they can for them, and this Purple Pantry probably is a blessing for them. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for doing this. You guys always do so many great things. In fact, Dennis, let's talk about what your new project is. You just told me during the break you got something new that you're doing. I talked about the fact that you do so many great things in our community and serve so many different projects. But you got something coming up with the soup kitchen, Joy Soup Kitchen?
Yeah, we're involved over at Joy Soup Kitchen, and I've gotten to the point in my life we brought another orthodontist in, and so. As you know, my personality, I don't sit very well. I like to keep going. So we're going to start a dental clinic over in Joy Soup Kitchen to basically target our homeless population.
Yeah.
And the treatment will be free. We're not going to be doing crowns or implants or root canals or anything like that, but getting people out of pain, doing fillings, those types of things.
Probably going to see a lot of people who hadn't seen a dentist in a long time.
Seen a lot of people that haven't seen a dentist ever.
Yeah.
And we've got a room set up for surgeries, getting teeth out, but we've set up a room right beside it that can also be used for surgery, but it's mainly designed as a hygiene room. And the hygienists in town have reached out and said, Dennis, I want to help. So it's going to really be an awesome mission.
Man, you're always doing good stuff for other people. God bless you. And you just did a big trip up for our church.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Went to Puerto Rico.
Went to Puerto Rico and did some stuff. Did you do medical work down there, or was that just?
No, we
were building stuff.
We did like a street ministry and went out and kind of went through the town. And
how was that experience?
It was awesome.
Was it?
It
yeah.
was.
I wish I could have gone. I would, I considered it, but just too much going on. All right, Dr. Williams, what have we missed? Anything you want to mention?
I think you got it. Pretty much got it all. Someone did a pretty good job. I'm just looking forward to it. We're hoping to do some stuff, hopefully do some partnership stuff with the athletics maybe also, and maybe in the fall football game and maybe a baseball game in the spring. We're going to try to investigate on doing that. And, last year.
You mean like an event for the Purple Pantry at the games? Yeah.
And, last year BYU did that for us.
I remember that.
I don't remember how much food. You probably remember the pounds of it. It was
Gosh, it
truckloads.
had to be close to 1,500 pounds of stuff. So we are really grateful for that.
Yeah, people brought stuff to the football game. Yeah,
that's a unique tailgate situation because they, the Latter-day Saints don't typically drink or caffeine, whatever. But they travel well for their athletics, and they always pick when they go to the away games. They pick.
Can they not have caffeine either?
That's one of the.
I didn't know that. I could never be a Mormon. Gotta have my.
But anyway,
caffeine.
When they go to the visiting school, they pick a charity that they want to do, and they reached out and they decided they want to help Purple Pantry, and they brought a lot of food.
That's great. That's great. All right. Well, hey, thank you for what you guys do.
Thank you.
And how can people learn more about this conference coming up in September?
Yeah, so if they go to the Williams Ross Purple Pantry, the Hungry for Change landing page will be right there. So
what is the address? Is it Williams?
It's
RossPurplePantry.com. What is it?
Yeah, it's ecu.edu /Purple Pantry.
Purple Pantry. All right, ecu.edu/Purple Pantry.
Correct.
All one word. Yeah, right.
Yep, and then they'll know a little bit more about Hungry for Change, and they'll know about registration and sponsorships. And then my contact information will be right there too. So if they feel free to reach out if they have any questions.
What about these two guys? How aren't they great?
Yeah,
we
got
really
a picture on the wall out there. You got a lot of people.
You haven't seen the picture. Thank God.
You guys hadn't made the wall of shame yet.
Yeah.
We want to be on the wall.
Yeah.
There's a wall.
No,
All right, Michael, you got to come and take a picture of Dr. Ross and put him out on the wall.
Billy and I always thought that we could do a radio show with like John Boy and Billy or one of those kind of things.
I think you should.
Yeah.
I think you should.
But what I appreciate
you could do this one.
It'd be very much like Seinfeld, a whole lot of talk about nothing.
But what I appreciate is they're not just, throwing money at us. They are truly engaged. They both have shown up to either our volunteer orientations or they've gone to Sam's Club with us shopping.
That's fun.
So it's not just throwing their money at us. They're truly engaged with our students and care for our students.
And Dr. Williams has been president of the North Carolina Dental Society.
Yep.
And still stays involved. I mean, you do a lot of philanthropic things.
Yeah.
In addition,
Give Kids a Smile.
In addition to sticking
Remember
your hands down my mouth.
Remember Give Kids a Smile? You were there.
Give Kids a Smile Day.
15 years.
You started that.
Well, I didn't start it, but I was co-chair with Lee.
You and Lee started it.
Well.
I forgot that. I forgot about Give Kids a Smile. You've been on many times. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
You've been on many times. Thank you guys for what you do.
He's very forgettable.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I just got a text that I've got another appointment with him next week.
That's right.
I've been a regular over there in his office. Yeah, he's doing all sorts of work on me. Thank you, Lauren, for coming in.
Yes, absolutely.
Lauren Howard, the Associate Director of Student Engagement this morning, and Dr. Dennis Ross, Dr. Billy Williams, two great human beings here in Greenville. Both in the dental industry. Dennis, of course, has put braces on about half of Greenville, including my children. How much longer are you going to do that?
I'm kind of doing consultations, and I don't go into the office as much. Been really wrapped up with the Joy Project.
You're younger than me. How can you retire this early?
I don't know. Looking at
I do. You didn't have my debt. And Dr. Billy Williams also. Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you.
All right, it's 8:45. We'll be right back.
You have a choice when you invest in insurance. And when you choose First State Insurance Advisors, you're working with people you can trust. Clark Stallings has deep ties in the community. His team, including Keaton Smith, Regina Asby, Phil Leyva, Max Joyner Jr., Max Joyner III, and Ginger Smith, provides knowledgeable and professional advice. First State Insurance Advisors is an independent insurance agency. They offer all types of personal insurance as well as various types for business. Call or email First State Insurance Advisors today. We want to be your trusted choice agency.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh! Acre Station Meat Farm, along with Lane Angus Beef, bring you Farm to Fork Beef.
Stock your freezers now with affordable beef boxes just in time for the grilling season.
Farm to Fork Beef brings quality local beef to your family. From your traditional butcher shop, Acre Station Meat Farm. Come on down to Acre Station Meat Farm and find out why we're #1 in fresh cuts and friendly service.
Acre Station Meat Farm, Highway 32 North, Pinetown.
Grimes Built Construction is currently building homes in Pitt and Beaufort County, and they're always looking for land to start new neighborhoods. Grimes Built Construction is a custom home builder, but also builds beautiful spec homes in all price ranges. These aren't cookie-cutter homes. A Grimes-built home has great design, character, and the extra detail you desire.
This is Chad Grimes with Grimes Built Construction. If you're in the market for a new home or if you have land for sale, give me a call, 252-717-1418.
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU baseball. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
This is a standard hold belt. You can get at any fashion brand, department store, or Amazon. They can be nice, look good, even sometimes expensive. The downside, they're only limited to 5 holes. Not to mention these holes wear out in less than a year. So this is an Anson belt, micro-adjustable holeless belt. Instead of 5 holes 1 inch apart, we have 30 plus options spaced a 1/4 inch apart, giving you the perfect fit every time. Slide your belt through, click, click, click. That's the sound of a perfect fit. Check us out at ansonbelt.com.
Worth the side effects of more medication? I'm Kelly Brown, happy to share with you the truth about how powerful red light therapy can address the source of pain many of you are suffering from, inflammation. Light therapy has been proven to be one of the safest and most effective anti-inflammatory tools on the market. Following a car accident, I was told by multiple doctors that managing pain was my only option forever. Thankfully, after only a couple of months using red light therapy, my range of motion returned, pain completely subsided, and I was able to get off the harmful ibuprofen I was taking like candy just to function as a mom. That's why we're so passionate about bringing Advantage Therapy Solutions to Greenville and now have thousands of testimonials just like mine. With a free first consultation and first free treatment, you have nothing to lose and so much to gain. Call or text to schedule today at 252-689-8729. See you soon.
Back to school season is here, and your Telco Credit Union Visa card can help you stay ready for everything that fall brings, from school supplies, new clothes, to everyday purchases and unexpected expenses. Enjoy a low rate, earn rewards on your purchases, avoid extra fees with no annual fee and no cash advance fee. Plus, balance transfers are easy and could help you save money. Applying is quick and simple. Give them a call at in their Greenville or Tarboro offices, or you can apply online at telcu.com. Subject to credit approval, restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA. All right, let's do our Pirate Report and sports update right now. Our Pirate Report this morning is brought to you by Golden Corral, with locations here in Greenville and Jacksonville. And, of course, tailgating season is coming up. They got some tailgating specials going on. And don't forget their great breakfast buffet on the weekend. I tell you what, if you haven't checked out the Golden Corral breakfast buffet, I was over there. When I'm in town on the weekends, I try to hit their buffet. They got every item you can possibly think of, and you can't spend a lot of money. It's very reasonably priced. The food is always good, and of course they got a great buffet all the time at Golden Corral. But tailgating is coming up. Don't forget tailgating at Golden Corral. Get your food there and head out to the ECU games this year. Golden Corral back is one of our major sponsors for our ECU football coverage this year. We appreciate our buddy Billy Sewell, who owns all the Golden Corrals between here and the Missouri River, just seems like, from here in eastern North Carolina. Great ECU guy himself. Golden Corral brings us our Pirate Report and sports update. Here's Patrick.
Everyone, a little breaking news for you. So, East Carolina has named its starting quarterback for the season opener at Alabama. Mitch Griffis, according to reports, has won the job and will start for the Pirates against the Crimson Tide. Griffis has been battling Emory Williams throughout preseason camp for the number one job. Head coach Blake Harrell will meet with the media this morning. We'll hear what he's got to say about that. Check out the 94.3 The Game social media accounts and programming later today. Hoist the Colors at noon, PJ Show at 5, with word on this from Coach Harrell further on 94.3 The Game and the IBX Media app. When one high school football team changes its schedule, they all do, and several games have been moved to tonight ahead of the weather. On our IBX Media family of stations, it'll be Edenton Homes visiting North Johnston at 7. That is on Talk 103.7 WTIB and the IBX Media app. The Big 12 is moving to ban former professional athletes from returning to college sports. The policy is pending final approval, with the Big 10 and the SEC have already made similar moves. So now we hear and understand the ACC is working to formalize its own policy. That's due out today. NFL pulling the plug on the Pro Bowl game. Pro Bowl honor is staying, however. The Athletic reports that the league will continue selecting 88 Pro Bowlers through voting by fans, players, and coaches, but there will no longer be a game or officially recognized alternates. Pro Bowl players will be invited to Los Angeles for a celebration in February. The NFL hopes the change will restore some prestige to being named a Pro Bowler. And again, the breaking news just a little bit ago, Mitch Griffis will be the signal caller when the Pirates head to Alabama to take on the Crimson Tide on September 5th. Alabama! All right, Big Hen, back to you.
I would say that is not a surprise based on what I saw when I went out to the scrimmage on Saturday. I'll tell you, man, Griffis has a nice long ball. He's mobile. Now, the question is, do we take a step back from Caton Hauser if Caton Hauser had stayed here this year? And I don't know, because, I mean, we're running a different offense now. I mean, what we're running this year is going to be an offense that's been brought to us by Jordan, what's his last name? The new offensive coordinator that came in from Texas, North Texas. And it was, by the way, it was the number one offense in the nation last year. And we got their running back also. Yeah, I think that there would have been a learning curve for anybody. Although, Caton Hauser looked very confident at the end of the year.
Sure.
But he didn't play in the bowl. Didn't play in the bowl game, so I'm never going to forgive him for that. But
and it's Jordan Davis, by the way.
Jordan Davis, yes.
Well,
so I'm telling you, I saw both quarterbacks on Saturday at the scrimmage, and I'm just going to say it. Griffiths looked like the clear choice to me. But that's the only practice I've been to. I'm sure they weren't going to make the decision on one scrimmage. But
sure.
But I bet you will see Emory Williams in the Alabama game also. We'll see.
Who knows? I'm sure that'll be something that the coach will talk about today. I personally am a little surprised they went ahead and named that, but I think Stephen Igo may have kind of dug that out as well a little bit.
Well, I mean, don't you have to go ahead and name your starter so you can start the real preparation for the defense and all that? I mean, it just seems to, Alabama just named their starting quarterback this weekend, so they were ahead of them.
They're Alabama. Yeah. I mean, to me, you just have the coaches look at tape of both guys just to spend some time.
Yeah. Well, luckily it's not you. You're not our coach, so there you go. All right. Well, I'm happy for Mitch Griffiths. He seems like a nice young man. He's not so young. He's 26 years old. He's he's full grown man. But he's going to be our starting quarterback, sounds like. All right. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, live at Fat Fellas in Newport. Want to see you down there. Laurie Buckout's going to join us. Thanks to all of our sponsors of tomorrow's show live in Newport. Affordable Hearing, Rose's Tire and Auto, the Whatchamacallit Shop, Sportsman Wholesale, Seagull Tree Service, 207 Motorsports, Wild Zebra Guns and Ammo, and Toller's Coastal Construction. Ray Toller. Toller's Coastal Structures. All right, thanks to our guests. Thanks to Lauren and Dr. Ross and Dr. Williams for coming in, telling us about the Purple Pantry and the big event coming up September 21st at ECU. Everybody have a great Thursday. Come on out and see us if you're down near Newport tomorrow morning at Fat Fellas.
Make the summer shift into huge savings at Greenville Toyota. Shift into low payments. Shift into fuel-efficient and hybrid models like Camry's $229 a month, RAV4's $269. It's the summer shift at Greenville Toyota.
Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium like it. There's nothing like game days in Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. Football is special here, and that's because of you. It takes all of us to have success. The 2026 season is right around the corner. Season tickets start as low as $75. Get yours today.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
You have a choice when you invest in insurance, and when you choose First State Insurance Advisors, you're working with people you can trust. Clark Stallings has deep ties in the community. His team, including Keaton Smith, Regina Asby, Phil Leyva, Max Joyner Jr., Max Joyner III, and Ginger Smith, provides knowledgeable and professional advice. First State Insurance Advisors is an independent insurance agency. They offer all types of personal insurance as well as various types for business. Call or email First State Insurance Advisors today. We want to be your trusted choice agency.
Visit Larry's Steakhouse for a tender, hand-cut certified Angus ribeye. Other entrees include perfectly seasoned pork chops, chicken, or seafood favorites like shrimp, tuna, and salmon. Complement your meal with Larry's fresh 20-plus item salad bar, or enjoy it as an all-you-can-eat entree. Daily rotating favorites include meatloaf, chicken pastry, hamburger steak, spaghetti, pork chops, and more, all complemented with your favorite country sides. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or our Sunday brunch, remember to support and eat local. Larry's Steakhouse.
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU football. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
The summer shift is on at Greenville Toyota. Get massive savings on a huge Toyota selection. Then shift into Tacomas, $249 a month. Tundras, $399 at Greenville Toyota, where our volume saves you money.